What is up, fishing addicts? On today's video, we will be on the hunt to figure out where the bass are moving from their wintering holes. It has been a little bit of struggle for the past week or so. However, I am banking on the information I got last week or the week before. Actually, it's the week before. So when I went fishing, a little backstory for today's trip. When I went fishing 2 weeks ago, I saw a bunch of crawdads there coming out, and there was like a crawfish orgy everywhere. So, and last week everything was flooded. I couldn't even take my kayak out because of the wind or whatever. And this week, again, huge cold front, and I didn't want to take the kayak out in the morning because it was like low 20s wind, and I know I want to test out so badly my micro power pole, but it just has to wait for some other time. It's better to be safe than anything else. And so I waited until 1 or 2 o'clock. I got to my fishing spot almost at 4:30, and started looking for the bass. I tried the winter hole; they were not there. I moved on. I struggled a little bit, so the bite has been changed. Still, the lures worked. I didn't have enough gear with me. I only had like 4 or 5 jigs with me and a handful of plastics. So, but the fish are on the move. This is a good sign. The first sign was crawfish coming out, so they're going to start putting that pre-spawn weight. So I believe starting this week, if the temperatures held up above 50 and the water temperatures reaches 50, and it's going to be feeding frenzy. It's going to be feeding frenzy because the fish are not in their wintering holes. They're staging up on their feeding grounds before the spawn, and it's next week, after next week, it's gonna be pretty good. So like I said, I was just searching for them late afternoon. It's kind of strategic. I didn't go in the morning because it was freezing, and I waited for the fish to get settled in and let the water warm up a little bit so the fish can chase. This time the bite was pretty good. It wasn't just small ticks or they just picking up the bait and swimming with it. It was the actual thumps. So I did add a couple little short strikes, but it is what it is. Now the big ones are pretty much scattered around, and the small ones are coming out, so it is expected. But I'm not gonna make the intro too long. So stay tuned. Let's go get our fix on. Alright guys, when I was here last time, I found a bunch of crawdads in this spot, so I'm gonna work the area a little bit, see what we can get. This bridge piling looks pretty good, and water was a little bit lower, so I managed to check it out, and I found a bunch of crawdads that were swimming everywhere. So I put on a blue and green jig, see if we can capture get something to bite. It's been a real tough day, as to be expected after a cold front, especially this time. There we go. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. That's a nice chunker. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I almost gave up. I had almost given up. And look at that. Look at that. Beautiful 3-pounder. Beautiful. Fish have moved on from their wintering holes. Release on this one. There she goes. Nice. Now, what I was doing is I was fishing right in front of that bridge piling and moving at slow hop. That's when she took the bait. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's a real dark one. Look at that. Look at that. That's a real nice and dark one. Had a little nip. Oh, I pierced the tongue on this one. This one is going to be hard to get out. Look at this. Nice and tan. Love the brown fish. Alright guys, bass are off their wintering holes and they're staging up, and we're putting the smack on these. Look at the beautiful colors on this one. Feeding on cross. I found some cross last week over here, and now I'm capitalizing on my investment. And there she goes. Let's see if we can grab a couple more. Again, I'm fishing around the tree branch, but right over here, there's a little nice drop off. And I'm just slowly creeping the bait. There was another one. I wasn't paying attention. I had it in his mouth again. It's probably a rock bass. It's hard to cast this small bait. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a day. It's getting dark. I got some house chores to take care of, most importantly. I was here last week and caught one, but it was nothing to brag about, barely, maybe 10 inches. But this time of the year, the big ones are always munching on first because the biggest fish, they spawn first, and after they spawn, almost post-spawn, they spawn again, I guess to preserve their bloodline or whatever. But it was a pretty cool day. Got two. Didn't find any phones this time. That's a surprise after a big storm. But overall, it was a good day. I mean, air temperature, it's probably in the high 30s right now. I'm freezing my cush off. And took some time to figure them out. They're like I said, they're not in the winter holes anymore, so they're not as easy. And didn't have much time. I was gonna come out with the kayak, but it was pretty chilly in the morning. It was like 23, 22 degrees, and I really don't want to battle that. It's too cold to be chasing bass, to be honest. So I waited until 3 o'clock to go out, see what was the deal. I didn't even bring that many lures. I snatched a couple of them. So ran out of lures, so I decided to call it a day. And looking forward for the weather to change and water temperatures to be over 40. I mean over 50. That's when the real fishing starts. And right before the spawn, that's when you can catch a lot of big ins. So I got a little game plan that I have paced that I'm gonna be doing, and trying out some new stuff, or I've done research or whatever. But that's it, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one.